Today's video is on common fixes if you're having some issues with your wireless internet on your MacBook. So are you tired of getting that spinny ball, or just buffering, or just website pages loading slowly? Any of those things. I just want to take a few minutes and just show you some of the easy quick fixes that can happen for those things. The first thing you always want to start with is just making sure the internet in your home is working. So you can do that by testing it on your phone, another laptop, a desktop, or anything else. Once you know that it's working, then you can move on to some of these steps. If it isn't working though, or sometimes this might even be a nice trick because there just might be an issue with the connection between your laptop and your wireless router or even the modem. You could always just quickly pull the power on the back of them, wait 30 seconds, plug it back in, and just see if that does anything. Most of the time, if it's working on other devices, you're not going to have to worry about doing that for your laptop. But always something to think about and try, because you just never know. A lot of times trying to figure out network issues or wireless issues can be a little bit of a cat and mouse. Let's try this, see what happens. Okay, that doesn't work. Let's try this, see if that fixes it. So it's a lot of trial and error. But here are some of the easy, quick fixes that you can do. On your laptop, you will see across the top here, it might look a little different for you if you're not on Big Sur, the latest, greatest update for Mac OS. You'll still always see this little fan icon. If you click on that, the first thing you can do, and one of the easiest things to start with, is turn your Wi-Fi off and turn it back on. See if that fixes your issue. The next thing you can also try is the techie's favorite thing to do. Turn the whole laptop off and restart it. If one of those two things don't work, then we can go on to the next thing. But honestly, 9 times out of 10, just restarting your laptop, especially if you don't turn it off very often, will just kind of give it the kick in the tail it needs and clear out some of the cobwebs that have formed due to your laptop not being restarted. That's something you'll want to make sure you do at least a few times every couple of days, or at least once a week. Just quickly restart your computer. 9 times out of 10, that will fix a majority of your issues. So you can turn your Wi-Fi on and off. Let's say we've already restarted and we're still having some issues. So if you click on that little wireless icon again and go down to Network Preferences and click on that, this is going to open up kind of where all your network stuff is set up. There's a couple things you can do here. Oftentimes, especially in school or business settings, you might have like a staff or a employee network, and then you might have an open network that's for guests, visitors, students. Let's say you're accidentally connecting to that open network, which maybe is more limiting in speed or what sites you can visit or anything like that. This is how you can default your laptop to connect to that network that you want to be in. You'll see down in this bottom right-hand corner, you're going to see this Advanced button. Click on that. Now in this list, it's going to show you a massive list. Might be small depending on how many networks you've connected to, but it's going to be a list of every single wireless network your laptop has connected to. And what it does is it starts at the top of the list and works its way down. So at the top of my list, I see FS Wireless Staff. If it sees that network, it's going to hit it first. If it doesn't, it's going to go to the next option on the list, which is CAHS Staff Wireless. If it doesn't see that, it will go to the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. And when it sees it, it'll connect to it. So for example, our student network at school is called CAHS Wireless. So let me drag that to the top. So let's say you keep connecting to that CAHS Wireless, which is our student or guest network, which has a few more limitations than the staff one. All you have to do is just click it and just drag it below. Or take the one you want to be on, like for us, our staff networks, and drag them to the top of the list. That is all you need to do. Just click and drag them and move them around, and it will just go in that order. So as long as they're at the top of the list, they will automatically connect. The other thing you can do is if it's a network you just don't want to be on, you can click on it and you'll see this little plus minus icon down here. You can click the minus to delete it, and that will remove it right away from your list, and it won't even automatically connect to that. So now let's say you're having an issue with your network still. The first step after restarting your computer and turning your wireless on and off again, the next thing you'll want to do is select your network in this list, your wireless network, and click the minus button to delete it. So we're going to remove my home wireless. And what you will see is it removed it from the list. And I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to click Apply. Now you'll see up here the fan is searching for a network because it doesn't have anything to connect to. So what I'm going to do is click on that, and I'm going to reselect my wireless in my house. Because I forgot it, it won't remember the password. So I will quickly put in my password for the network and rejoin it. Give it a second or two to reconnect. When you see it shows connected in your list, go ahead and try your browser again and see if your internet's working. Most of the time, one of those 4 fixes, so restarting your computer, turning the Wi-Fi on and off again, going into the advanced section and removing your network from the list, or moving the priority in which it connects. So click and drag that main Wi-Fi right to the top of the list. One of those 4 fixes most of the time will fix your wireless issues. A final option you can try, and kind of a last effort that you can do, is you see the list on the left here of all the different connections that your laptop can have for network related things. You'll see the one that's called Wi-Fi. You want to make sure you click on it, and then down below you're going to see the little plus and minus button. Click the minus button. That's going to completely get rid of your wireless connection, and then you want to click Apply. And you'll actually see now the icon up at the top here has turned, the wireless is grayed out, and there's a little explanation mark there that shows that it can't even find a wireless network. There's just nothing there because you completely removed it. So to add it back in, you're going to now click on the plus button. And in this interface list, you're going to click on it, and you're going to go down to Wi-Fi, leave everything the same, and click Create. Then you're going to hit Apply. And it will automatically remember all those wireless connections you did have. But it's just another way to kind of blow it out and just see if that takes care of it. So to fix wireless issues, you have a few options. First thing, turn your wireless on and off. See if that works. Number 2, restart your computer. See if that works. Number 3, go into your advanced settings under this control panel and remove the network from there. And then you have to rejoin it. So you'll have to click on the fan, select your network, and if you have a password on it, which you should, you want to re-put the password in and see if that works. The last option here is to actually delete the wireless completely and re-add it. So most of the time, one of those options will fix it. However, you could be having maybe it's a browser related issue. So there is a couple ways that you can fix that. So if you open Safari up, that's the browser I tend to use. And you come up to Safari, and you'll see this clear history. If you click on that, you can clear from the last hour, or you can clear all history. This is going to clear out your cookies and your cache. This is really important because sometimes something in your cookies and cache gets kind of quirked up, and it just causes your browser just to not work really well, or even a specific page just does not want to load for you. So when you do that, you want to select all history and then click clear history. In Chrome, I believe I still have Chrome on here. Yep. So I will open up Chrome and I will show you the steps really quickly in Chrome. So in Chrome, again, you'll come up and click on Chrome here in the top left, and you will click on clear browsing data. Here it's going to give you a similar selection. You want to do time range, all time. Don't worry about deleting your browsing history because sometimes that's nice to have. You want to remember sites you've gone to because it autofills them in for you, so I would untick that box. You want to make sure cookies and other site data and cached images and files is ticked. Then hit clear data and try those pages again to see if they will load for you. I hope one of these tricks will help you out if you're having some wireless issues. If not, don't hesitate to reach out to me through the comments or send me an email if you have my contact info. Otherwise, this is Adam on Tech, signing off.